Imagine two people. They are the same age. They earn almost the same income. They have similar opportunities. They both work hard. 20 years later, one person has investments, financial security, and choices. The other person is still living paycheck to paycheck, constantly worried about bills, debt, and unexpected expenses. So what created the difference? Was it intelligence? Was it luck? Was it earning a much higher salary? Sometimes, but often the answer is something much simpler. The difference was how they thought about money. Because building wealth is not only about how much money you make. It is about what you do with the money you already have. Many people believe that becoming wealthy requires a high-paying job, a large inheritance, or some secret investment strategy only known by financial experts. But history tells a different story. Many wealthy individuals built their fortunes by understanding basic financial principles, controlling their behavior, investing consistently, and allowing time to work in their favor. At the same time, many people with high incomes struggle financially because they make decisions that prevent their money from growing. They earn more, but they spend more. They receive more opportunities, but they ignore financial education. They chase quick success while ignoring the slow habits that create lasting wealth. In this video, we will explore the biggest money mistakes keeping people from building wealth. We will look at the psychology behind financial decisions, the history of personal finance, the rise of consumer culture, the investing habits of successful people, and the simple principles that can change your financial future. Because the first step to building wealth is understanding what is stopping you. Money has always played a powerful role in human society. For thousands of years, people have searched for ways to store value, exchange goods, and create financial security. Ancient civilizations used items such as livestock, shells, metals, and coins as forms of money. Over time, money evolved. Gold became a symbol of wealth. Banks emerged as places where people stored and borrowed money. Stock markets developed, allowing ordinary people to own pieces of businesses. Today, technology has made investing available to almost anyone with a smartphone. But despite all these changes, one thing has remained constant. Human behavior determines financial outcomes. The tools have changed. The markets have changed. The technology has changed. But the habits that build wealth have remained surprisingly similar. Save more than you spend. Avoid destructive debt. Invest consistently. Think long-term. Learn continuously. These principles have helped investors and entrepreneurs create wealth for generations. Yet many people struggle because they were never taught how money works. Most education systems teach mathematics, science, and history, but very few teach personal finance. People graduate knowing how to solve equations, but not knowing how interest rates work. They understand how to write essays, but not how credit cards make money. They learn about careers, but rarely learn about investing. This creates a financial knowledge gap. And when people lack financial knowledge, they often make decisions based on emotion, social pressure, and short-term thinking. The result is a cycle that keeps many people trapped. Earn money, spend money, borrow money, repeat. Breaking this cycle begins with understanding the mistakes that prevent wealth creation. Mistake number 1, believing income equals wealth. One of the biggest misconceptions about money is that earning more automatically makes someone wealthy. Income is important. Without income, building wealth becomes much more difficult. But income alone does not create wealth. Wealth is created when you keep a portion of your income and use it to acquire assets. An asset is something that can create value over time. Examples include businesses, stocks, real estate, and other investments. A person earning $100,000 per year who spends $110,000 is moving backward. A person earning $40,000 per year who saves, invests, and builds assets may be moving forward. The difference is not only income. The difference is financial behavior. Throughout history, there have been many examples of people who earned large amounts of money but lost it because they failed to manage it. Professional athletes, entertainers, and entrepreneurs have sometimes earned millions but experienced financial problems because high income was combined with poor money management. On the other hand, some ordinary workers quietly built impressive wealth through discipline and consistent investing. A famous example is the story of many everyday investors who used retirement accounts and long-term stock market investing to build millions over decades. They did not become wealthy because of one lucky moment. They became wealthy because they allowed time and consistency to work. Mistake number 2. Lifestyle inflation. One of the most dangerous financial habits is lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when your spending increases every time your income increases. Imagine someone receives a salary increase. Instead of investing the extra money, they upgrade their car, move into a more expensive home, buy luxury items, and increase their monthly expenses. Their income grows, but their financial position does not improve. This creates a financial trap. The person appears successful from the outside, but has little financial freedom. Consumer culture plays a major role in this problem. Modern advertising constantly encourages people to associate happiness and success with buying more. For decades, companies have studied consumer behavior to understand how to influence spending decisions. The message is often simple. You need this product to become happier, more successful, or more respected. But wealthy individuals often think differently. They focus less on what they can buy today and more on what they can own tomorrow. Instead of asking, "How can I afford this?" they ask, "Will this help me build wealth?" That small shift in thinking can completely change financial outcomes. Mistake number 3. Ignoring financial education. One of the biggest differences between financially successful people and those who struggle is knowledge. Financial education is not about becoming a professional investor. It is about understanding basic principles. How does investing work? What is compound interest? Why does inflation matter? How does debt affect your future? What makes an asset valuable? These questions are fundamental. Historically, investing was often viewed as something only wealthy individuals participated in. Stock markets were considered complicated places controlled by professionals. But over the last several decades, investing has become much more accessible. The growth of retirement accounts, online investing platforms, financial education websites, and investment apps has allowed millions of people to participate. However, access does not automatically create success. Knowledge matters. A person can have access to the stock market and still make poor decisions. Financial tools are powerful, but they must be combined with financial understanding. Mistake number 4. Using debt without understanding it. Debt is one of the most misunderstood parts of personal finance. Not all debt is necessarily bad. Some forms of debt can help people create opportunities. For example, businesses often borrow money to expand. People may use loans to purchase assets such as homes or education. The problem comes when debt is used to finance lifestyles that cannot be sustained. High-interest consumer debt can become a major obstacle to wealth building. Credit cards, expensive loans, and unnecessary borrowing can reduce the amount of money available for investing. The mathematics of debt is powerful. When you owe money with high interest, your money is working against you. When you invest money and earn returns over time, your money is working for you. The direction of the money flow matters. Mistake number 5. Looking for quick riches. One of the biggest reasons people lose money is the desire for fast results. Human beings naturally want immediate rewards. This is why stories about overnight success are so attractive. Someone turns a small amount of money into millions. Someone discovers a secret investment. Someone gets rich quickly. These stories capture attention, but they often ignore reality. Building wealth usually takes time. Successful investors understand that consistency is more powerful than excitement. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, became wealthy largely through patience and long-term investing. His strategy was not based on constantly chasing trends. It was based on understanding businesses, buying quality assets, and allowing compound growth to work. The lesson is simple. Wealth is usually built quietly before it becomes visible. Now we are sharing with you some interesting facts. Throughout history, many of the principles that create wealth have remained unchanged. One of the most powerful examples is the concept of compound interest. Albert Einstein is often credited with describing compound interest as one of the most powerful forces in finance. Whether or not he actually used those exact words is debated, but the idea behind the statement remains true. Compound interest allows your money to generate returns, and then those returns generate additional returns. It is growth building on top of previous growth. This is why time is such an important advantage for investors. Imagine two people. One person starts investing at age 25 and invests consistently for decades. Another person waits until age 45 before starting. Even if the second person invests larger amounts of money, The first investor may still end up ahead because their money had more time to grow. Time is an asset that cannot be purchased later. This is why many successful investors emphasize starting early. The first dollar invested is not important because of its size. It is important because it begins a process. Another interesting fact about wealth creation is that many wealthy people focus on ownership. For much of history, ordinary workers mainly earned money through labor. They exchanged their time for income. But investing introduced another possibility: ownership. When you buy shares of a company, you become a partial owner of that business. You participate in its growth. This idea changed personal finance forever. The stock market allowed millions of people to move from only being consumers to becoming owners. Instead of only buying products from successful companies, investors could own a piece of those companies. This is one of the reasons investing has become such an important part of modern wealth building. Another important lesson from financial history is that markets move in cycles. There have always been periods of growth and periods of decline. The stock market has experienced recessions, crashes, financial crises, and periods of uncertainty. Events such as the Great Depression in the 1930s, the technology bubble in the early 2000s, and the global financial crisis of 2008 created fear among investors. Many people sold investments because they believed the future was hopeless. But historically, markets have recovered and continued growing over long periods. This does not mean every investment will succeed. It means that successful investors understand the importance of patience, diversification, and risk management. Why does understanding these mistakes matter? Understanding these mistakes matters because money affects almost every area of life. Your financial decisions influence where you live, the opportunities available to you, your ability to handle emergencies, and the choices you can make in the future. Money is not the purpose of life, but money management can influence the quality of your life. A person who understands money has more options. They can make decisions based on opportunity rather than desperation. They can handle unexpected situations with greater confidence. They can support their family. They can invest in their future. Financial freedom is not necessarily about owning expensive things. For many people, financial freedom means having control over their time. It means not being trapped by constant financial stress. It means having the ability to choose. This is why personal finance is such an important skill. It is not only about numbers. It is about creating possibilities. The good news is that improving your financial future does not require perfection. You do not need to become a financial expert overnight. You do not need thousands of dollars before you begin. You need a willingness to learn and improve. Small changes can create significant results over time. Tracking your spending, building an emergency fund, paying down expensive debt, learning about investing, starting with small investments. These actions may seem simple, but simple actions repeated consistently can create powerful outcomes. Many people underestimate the impact of small financial decisions because the results are not immediate. A person who saves and invests a small amount today may not look different tomorrow. But after years of consistent action, the difference can become enormous. Wealth often grows quietly before anyone notices. So why do most people stay poor? Not because they are incapable, not because they cannot learn, and not because building wealth is impossible. Many people struggle because they were never taught the principles that create financial success. They confuse income with wealth. They allow lifestyle inflation to consume their progress. They ignore financial education. They misuse debt. They chase quick results instead of building sustainable systems. But these mistakes can be corrected. Your financial future is shaped by the decisions you make repeatedly. Every dollar you earn represents a choice. You can spend all of it today, or you can use some of it to create opportunities tomorrow. You can remain only a consumer, or you can become an owner. You can ignore investing, or you can learn how to make your money work for you. The journey toward wealth begins with understanding. Then it requires action. Then it requires patience, because wealth is rarely created by one dramatic decision. It is created by thousands of small decisions repeated over time. If you want to understand investing, personal finance, and the principles behind building lasting wealth, subscribe to Capital Academy. We are also giving you the opportunity right now to check out this next video appearing on the screen, which is The Beginner's Guide to Investing, which shares some secrets on how your first $100 can become thousands. It explains and shares secrets that almost nobody talks about, such as compound interest, stock market basics, index funds, financial habits, debt management, and the mindset required to build wealth. We bet you haven't seen this before, and it is worthy of your time to watch it. On this channel, we explore the ideas, strategies, and stories that help people make smarter financial decisions. From investing basics and wealth psychology to market history and financial independence, Capital Academy is here to simplify money and help you understand how wealth is created. Remember, learn how money works. Invest with knowledge. Build wealth with patience. This is Capital Academy. Learn, invest, grow.